Mr. G here with you with another weather forecast. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys are all having a great day today and that your week went well as well. And I'm going to talk about the weather forecast coming up for the remainder of today, this weekend, as well as some significant things that we can see in the upcoming week next week. But we're going to jump right into it right now. But before we do, I want to do a little bit of channel maintenance right now and tell you about our YouTube and TikTok, where you can do things like make comments and leave likes. You can subscribe to me on YouTube and you can follow me on TikTok. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate your support in that regard. So now let's jump into the weather forecast and take a look at the very first map up today. And the first map is going to be of the radar and the surface features right now. So we do have a cold front that's slicing its way across the Midwest right now, and it's extending up into the Great Lakes area and into parts of Ontario, Canada, and that cold front is extending down toward the southwest into North Texas to just shy of the Mexican border near El Paso down there, and that front of boundary have a mid-level area of low pressure right about here across these southern plains there, and that's bringing up some tropical moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. So we're seeing a lot of heavy rain. We saw almost 10 inches of rain across East Texas over the last couple of days, and more heavy rain continues to fall as I speak. So lots of heavy rain here along the Gulf Coast, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Beaumont, Texas, back towards Galveston and Houston. We're going to be taking a look at some of the activity going on across that region. So a lot of heavy rain down along the Gulf Coast. And we're also looking at heavy rain here through the Appalachian Mountains and into the Ohio Valley and the eastern Great Lakes. So Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, also Lake Huron, we're seeing some rain near the what is it called, Niagara Falls area. So heavy rain there over the eastern Great Lakes into Ontario, and that rain is extending down into the eastern U.S. down towards the Appalachian Mountain Range. And then we have some mountain snow to talk about over the Rockies, and a little bit of snow still falling across the high plains of Wyoming. So eastern Wyoming, so Cheyenne, Laramie, places like that, you're picking up some snow showers, as well as extreme western Nebraska and South Dakota. We're seeing some snow showers as well near some of that rainfall. So we're still seeing some winter weather here over the Rockies, and then we're going to be seeing another atmospheric river field storm on the west coast, and that's going to come down and bring heavy rain through Northern California, and we might even see some rain this weekend down into Southern California as well. So LA and Orange County and the valleys might pick up some rain this weekend as we have another potentially wet storm system that's going to be slicing through the state of California. And that storm is going to be what we're going to talk about later as far as severe weather next week across the plains on Monday. So that storm that we're going to see this weekend over the west coast will be our next storm that will produce severe weather across the Midwest as we head into next week. So the next map is the current temperatures right there, and it's a very nice day across much of the country right now. We're seeing those cooler temperatures over the Rockies, as we should, because it's the mountains, and it's still a little bit cool across parts of the northern plains. So Montana, east of Wyoming, we're seeing temperatures a little bit cool, and in some areas cool enough for a little bit of snow to fall still, but we're seeing temperatures warming up here across the upper Midwest. We're expecting temperatures in the 70s today here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. So here across the upper Midwest, we're going to see those temperatures reach a high of 72 in downtown today. But right now, we're sitting in the mid-50s here across Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we're seeing temperatures in the 60s and down through the 70s across the southeast. We're looking at some 70s and lower 80s right now, as it's still pretty early in the day out there. So we're seeing some 70s, but we're going to see a lot of 80s down here along the Gulf Coast. Maybe a 90 down there near Del Rio, Texas, and we might see a 90 down here near Tampa, St. Petersburg in Florida. So a few 90s is going to pop up today, but today those temperatures are mostly in the 70s to lower 80s down along the Gulf Coast and the Deep South, and a little bit chilly across the Rockies and the Pacific Northwest, where we're looking at highs today in the low 50s there around Seattle, in the upper 40s there in Portland today. So we're looking at cooler temperatures out along the West Coast, but we're looking at it still pretty cool down across the Southwest as well. So we're seeing those temperatures still in the 60s across the southern deserts. So Phoenix, Tucson, and even over into the LA area, we're still seeing cooler temperatures at this time. So dew points we got to talk about, because there's a whole lot of rain falling along the Gulf Coast. So New Orleans down through Louisiana, East Texas here, we're seeing a lot of heavy rain. When we saw rainfall over the last 24 hours, some areas pick up as much as 8 inches of rain over southeastern Texas. North of Houston, we saw very heavy rain over the last 24 to 36 hours, and that rain will continue as we head into the weekend, and we're going to see those high dew points down here along the Gulf Coast. Those 60-degree dew points are making it all the way into the Ohio Valley. We're seeing those dew points 61 degrees here in parts of the Ohio Valley, so into Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio, Illinois. We're seeing some of the 60-degree plus dew points in southern Illinois, and that's enough to make it feel a little bit sticky. I feel like it's a little bit sticky in here right now in my area, but even though our dew points is down around the 40-degree range, so a little bit of humidity starting to build out across the east and the south. So get ready for that as we head in through the month of May, and things begin to warm and signs of spring becomes more apparent, and even we start to see signs of summer approaching as well. So here is some forecasts for today. We're going to be seeing some partly cloudy skies and clouds in the air down here along the south in Florida. No rainfall expected across Florida today, but we are going to be seeing showers and thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. So from San Antonio, Houston, over to New Orleans, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms, and those storms will be heavy. We're going to see several inches of rain, and we're going to be seeing rain here through parts of the Mississippi River Valley. So we're going to be seeing rain in Memphis today, Nashville. We're going to see some rain showers, and we're going to be seeing some rain showers through Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. We're going to be seeing some rain showers near Buffalo as well. But east of that, it's going to be dry conditions, and those temperatures will be in the lower to mid to some folks mean in the upper 70s. We're going to see 80s down across the Carolinas, and maybe a shower down further south towards Atlanta, Georgia. But we're going to see highs in the 80s across that region. And then out to the west, things are going to be warming up as well as we move into maybe Salt Lake City. We're going to see some rain showers today and temperatures in the upper 50s. And we're going to be seeing some temperatures hitting the 70s across the Central Plains. So Wichita, Kansas, high of 77 for you folks today. 70 in Minneapolis. We're going to see a high of 69 in Seattle and LA, with a high temperature of 71 degrees. So very nice out there along the southern coast of California. But we will see some rain showers begin to show up here over central California and northward into the Pacific Northwest, as we have another storm off the coast that's going to be bringing some rain showers. Here's your Saturday forecast across America. Rain will become a little bit more prevalent across parts of the mid-Atlantic and into the east. So we're going to see some rain showers and thunder in Buffalo. We're going to see some rain showers in the D.C. area. New York is going to remain dry for your Saturday, and we're going to see some rain down in the Charlotte area, rain for Atlanta. We're going to see some rain across New Orleans again, maybe some rain showers there in the Memphis area. We're going to see a shower or a thunderstorm in Dallas. Partly cloudy skies there for the Chicago area with a high of 77 tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see some rain showers and some thunderstorms here in Minnesota, so Minneapolis will be cooler tomorrow with a high of 61 degrees with some rain showers, and we're going to be seeing some rain showers in Reno, Nevada with a high of 67. Partly cloudy skies in Salt Lake City with a high of 79. Showers in Seattle with a 54 for your high, and we're going to see temperatures in the mid-50s in San Francisco with showers in your area as well. Dry weather across the southwest, so LA, San Diego, and Phoenix will see temperatures in the 60s under partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies as you go further inland. Sunny in Phoenix with a high of 94, so we're starting to see some of that desert heat build in. 94 for your high down there in Phoenix, Arizona. So get ready for that. So that's a look at the weather forecast nationally. But now let's drill in to the big story of the day, which is the ridiculous amounts of rain that's been falling across East Texas. Look at these rainfall totals. These are for the past 24 hours. Some areas we've seen 7 inches of rain. We've seen 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 inches. So, but this has been north of Houston. So, Prairie View, Cold Spring, areas like that, we've seen several inches of rain. We picked up a couple inches down near the Houston area, Katy, those areas, Pasadena, Texas. We've seen couple inches of rain over the last 24 hours as well. So a lot of rainfall has fallen across Texas, and that focus is going to shift east and south. So New Orleans and places like that will become the focus for the heavy rain. The rain will continue across East Texas as well, so we're going to be looking for that heavy rain, and then we're going to see rain begin to affect the West Coast. Showers will continue to fall across the Ohio Valley, and we're going to see showers into parts of the mid-Atlantic states as well. So here's the radar of that heavy rain. Now look at this here. Now you see that? That is caused by outflow from thunderstorms further north. Those outflow boundaries fan out across the ground, the surface, and that wind hits air that hasn't been thunderstormed out yet. So that initiates new thunderstorm development, and notice those storms racing out to the south because they have outflow boundaries coming from dissipating thunderstorms further to the north of Lake Charles, near Burkittsville, Louisiana, and places further to the north. So we're seeing outflow thunderstorm activity as well. So more showers are going to be building from West Texas, East Central Texas, and those showers is going to continue to push to the east. So we're going to see repeated rounds of thunderstorms heading over East Texas as we have an area of low pressure near the Mexican border that's developing, and that's going to shift to the east and continue to bring in the focus for thunderstorms and some severe weather down across the Gulf Coast today and tomorrow. Here is a flash flood potential down here across south central Louisiana, East Texas, southwestern Arkansas is where the primary threat is, where we have the 2 out of 4 threat for severe flash flooding. We have a flood watch in place across much of East Texas and West Central Louisiana. So from Alexandria to Burton, Texas, up to Lufkin, Texas, down to Houston, we have a general flood watch in place at this time. And then we have our severe weather threat for today. We're going to see an area of level 2 threat across parts of Kansas and New Mexico, not New Mexico, Nebraska. So Dodge City, Hayes, Kearney, Nebraska, and as well down near San Antonio, Midland, Texas, Wichita Falls. We're going to have another area where we're going to see severe weather focus today. And we're going to see the potential here for large hail across this part of Texas, where we have Abilene, Knox City, Wichita Falls, San Angelo. So this region here, Coleman, Fort Stockton, those regions, we're going to see the potential here for some large hail, and then it's going to be 2 inch or plus larger hail here. So we're going to also see a tornado threat. Now, generally, these tornadoes are going to be weaker than some of the ones we saw over the weekend last week, where we saw those EF3s and EF4s do a lot of damage in Iowa and Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. But we are going to see, because we do have a dry line out here, so we are going to see a lot of thin tornadoes. We're going to see stovepipe. We saw that yesterday. A lot of thin tornadoes that kind of they weren't the big wedge tornadoes, but we did see cone tornadoes. I saw video of, and I saw a few stovepipe tornadoes. Those are very weird, so we're going to see that potential here across Texas again today. Okay, so we have a dry line out here. I showed her here across West Texas. That's going to be the focus for the tornadoes today, but we're going to be seeing showers and thunderstorms here. These are going to be isolated thunderstorms. We're not going to be seeing today a congealed line of thunderstorms. Isolated, widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, San Antonio, and that's going to be include maybe Dallas as well. We're going to see that potential for isolated thunder today across a lot of Texas, and that's going to all include parts of Arkansas and Kentucky. Now, we got the Kentucky Derby this weekend as well. We're going to talk about the forecast for the Kentucky Derby. And here is the forecast for tonight, and we're going to see a severe weather threat here near our dry line over west central Texas, and we're going to see a lot of rain elsewhere. But these thunderstorms are not going to be heavy rain producers. These are going to be the elevated, low precipitation supercells, isolated, widely scattered supercell thunderstorms that will produce skinny tornadoes. I like the nickname, the skinny tornadoes. So the long rope skinny tornadoes and stovepipe, this is the area where we can see those today. So Reed Timmer and those guys need to probably head out to that direction to get an eyeball of any of those potential severe weather threats today. So tomorrow we're going to see that same area again over west central Texas, where we're going to see dry line action. So dry line thunderstorms is where we have the bigger threat tomorrow. It's going to be a 2 out of 5. So okay, it's an okay threat. But everybody else in the yellow is going to have a 1 out of 5. So San Antonio, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Little Rock, Springfield, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago as well will have a marginal risk for severe weather, and the primary threat is going to be damaging winds and some hail. An isolated tornado is going to be possible as well. And we're going to see large hail tomorrow as well, and that's going to be over the same west central Texas. So Midland, Odessa, Pecos, Fort Stockton, I love those areas, and I love the cattle areas. So Sweetwater, Texas, Lubbock. So this area was always kind of confusing, and it's going to have that potential for large hail. Again, on Saturday, our severe weather threat is going to be across west central Texas, and we have our dry line, and we're going to see heavy rain for Saturday night over east central Texas. So Austin, Dallas, maybe north of Houston again, Del Rio, Midland, you guys are going to have the potential for heavy rain and flash flooding as we have a probably a low-level jet that's going to kick in the nighttime hours. So nocturnal thunderstorms for you guys. So our severe weather threat early next week, we're going to have a very strong jet stream coming in out of the west, so a powerful jet stream and low pressure system. And we're going to have abundant moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico to meet that advancing cold front and to mix in with that low pressure center. So we're going to see a nice warm front lift into the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes and the parts of the Northeast as we head into Monday and Tuesday. And that's going to bring severe thunderstorms here across Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska. So get ready for that. I'll have more details as we get closer on the exact how this is going to look. And we're going to see heavy rain as we head into Tuesday as well. So much of the upper Midwest and the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and the Mid-Atlantic is going to see heavy rain. Severe thunderstorms are going to be possible from Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. We're going to see the severe thunderstorms possible across that region and even in Minnesota as well on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to see those severe thunderstorms from Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and maybe Michigan and Indiana as well. So get ready. Here it comes. More tornadoes for all y'all. So Chicago, get ready. St. Louis, Springfield, Little Rock, Dallas, Memphis. All of you going to see some nasty weather as you head into next week and into the middle of next week. Kentucky Derby, I think it's Saturday. So your Saturday forecast, showers and thunderstorms for Louisville. So get ready for heavy rain and thunderstorms here across. Not, I wouldn't say it's going to be widespread rain, but you know how thunderstorms can be, and that rainfall is going to be very tricky and spotty. So get ready for the chance of showers and some thunder for sure across the Louisville area. And here is the temperature forecast for the day on Saturday. So at 10 a.m., 71 degrees with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And then by 1 o'clock, mostly cloudy with a 76 with a 20% chance, still about a 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm by 4. And then by 7 o'clock, showers likely with maybe nearly a 40% chance. And then overnight, 10 o'clock, we're going to see down to another 20%. So that is the weather forecast for your race day. If you're going to be watching the Kentucky Derby, or if you're going to be at the Kentucky Derby, that's the weather forecast for you. So thank you for watching me today. Leave your likes, comments, subscribe to the channel. And I will be back tomorrow with another video for y'all in the afternoon, okay? Bye-bye, and have a great day.